Rose, no, I'm not gonna listen to you. No, I'm not gonna listen to you. Lancer! Not Lance, but Yeah, I'm gonna beat up His name is No, no Lance.
Havarno's a taxpayer for real.
Should I be a evil or should I be a not
Be a
evil?
good.
Be a good?
Be a good.
Be a good, okay. I'm gonna be a good Deltarune
No
playthrough.
one can know what it is. Are you? Hold on, I know this song that you put in here. What the fuck?
Wait, what? What?
This is
Wait.
Planet Wisp.
Oh yeah.
I can hear
Yeah, I put a lot of just random ass music.
it. The big
What?
daddy's not allowed to eat shit, Dad.
One of my one of my videos is literally just me putting in a Toho song in the background of one of my older videos. Rose, I do not care for your tutorial. I shall not hug the dummy, Rose.
How deadly you're how?
Did you know in Deltarune Chapter 1, the text showing up for Fields of Hopes and Dreams is a reference to Toho?
You're a reference to Toho.
Yes. It actually is, though. How the spell cards, how, like, specific characters' ultimate attacks, like, they show text that's like, oh, hey, guess what? This is gonna be the move and stuff. Yeah. Lancer, no, I said Lancer, it's not Lancer, it's
Zach, I just realized in that entire video you only won one fight. And that was the one where you were playing as Goku against my Deborah. And I don't play Deborah. Or did
Yeah.
my Deborah win? I wasn't paying attention. I'm pretty no.
A lot of the times where we fight, you actually win a lot.
I'm surprised I win a lot of our fights.
Yeah.
It is by the fact you're the better player.
Thank you. Well, not anymore because everything's
But,
gone if we were to fight.
It doesn't matter. You're still the better player. Like you could come over to my house, boot up my freaking level 140 on Habarno, and just dominate.
I'd probably do it with a weird character too.
But yeah, we should probably start posting them through YouTube then.
Yeah. Well, I have no choice to, but
I just don't have access to like a USB to like go. All right, download the video. All right, put it on the laptop. All right, download the video. All right, put it on the laptop. I know you can upload from the PlayStation, but that means that I have to unlink my account with my personal YouTube channel just to
yeah.
post.
I like the convenience of a USB. I know I can do the same thing, but yeah. Using a USB is super handy, but my USB doesn't have like that big of a storage capacity. I'm not sure the exact, but
I will let you know ahead of time. Around 10 o'clock, I will be disappearing because a couple friends of mine want. We are playing modded Terraria, and we're about to head into hard mode.
All right.
The way that Terraria works is, for some reason, you have base game, then you go to hard mode after defeating a certain boss, and I find it funny. Because it's like, alright, well, here you go, here's the tutorial, alright. You defeated the boss of hell? Great! Welcome to hard mode. No more tutorial. Good luck. Oh, you know that biome of yours that you know is going around and corrupting everything and like making everything red and blood and eyeballs pop out of everywhere? Yeah, that's just gonna appear randomly in the world now in multiple spots and just be huge. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it.
Honestly, it sounds like your average like indie game. Crazy shit do be happening. Crazy indie games.
It's just how Terraria is. Terraria's always been like, okay, we're fighting a slime king that has someone stuck inside. Alright. Oh, we're now fighting a floating eyeball of Cthulhu.
Damn.
We're fighting his brain now? Hold on, we're fighting something that is literally called the Eater of Worlds? And now we have to fight the Queen Bee? I'm so confused. What is...
Wait, how do you go from like an eldritch god that like you're going to kill its brain, but then a queen bee? Like,
You want to know...
I get it. It's probably an enormous bee, but like
It's a huge bee. You want to know the Terraria boss order?
huh.
Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Meanwhile, while you're explaining eldritch abominations, I'm just solving puzzles in Deltarune.
So it goes King Slime, who's
Yeah.
literally... who has a ninja trapped inside of him. And when you kill the King Slime, you get the ninja outfit. So I think the guy inside dies too.
Oh dang. Yeah.
But you have King Slime, who's literally a giant blue slime with a crown. Then you fight the Eye of Cthulhu, which starts out as a normal eyeball, but the more damage you deal to it, once it reaches half health, it loses the eye part and just becomes a fucking mouth.
Ugh. Amber
Then
card,
you
amber
have-
card, amber card.
Now, depending on what your world is infected with, you either have the corruption or the crimson. And this changes things like progression and bosses that you fight. Corruption is, corruption's easier to deal with and is like a bit easy, while crimson's harder, but its stuff is stronger. So then you have the Eater of Worlds, which is like a giant serpent-like thing. Or you could be fighting the Brain of Cthulhu if you're the Crimson.
Yes.
Then it becomes Queen Bee, who's literally just a giant flying bee.
Yeah, going
And-
from freaking Cthulhu to friggin' bee.
Oh, don't worry. We have Skeletron, who's literally a floating skull and 2 arms and hands. And you wanna know how you get this guy?
How?
It's gotta be nighttime, and you gotta talk to an old man who's in front of a dungeon to summon his master, because he's been cursed. Then after Skeletron, you fight Deerclops, who is literally a Cyclops mixed with a reindeer.
Why does that sound like the most weird yet badass combination ever?
Then after that, you fight Wall of Flesh.
So, just the naming convention of that alone
This-
is. Ugh.
This is where you move on to hard mode, is Wall of Flesh. After Wall of Flesh is defeated.
Yeah.
It has 2 eyeballs and a mouth in the middle. And then we move on to hard mode bosses. You fight Queen Slime, Remember how you fought King Slime at the beginning? Well, you fight
Ye-
Queen Slime at the beginning.
She rather mad.
Then you fight the twins, which is two Eyes of Cthulhu. However, when they trick, oh, actually, let you know, we're about to go down a list of mechanical bosses, which means they're actually robots. The twins fall into that list where one of them will once they reach half health, it'll break open its eye once again, but instead have a laser, and the other one will have a mouth, like the original.
Oh god.
Then you have the Destroyer, which is based off the Eater of Worlds. It's just a giant, long, robotic snake. Then you have Skeletron Prime. Skeletron's back, but this time he's a robot.
Oh man.
But then we have something fun.
I'm just imagining Skeletor, but like with a cyborg guy. Yes, I've come to kill you.
There's a special version of it called Mechdusa. All of those bosses I just listed are in this fight, and they're
Oh my
all
god.
combined into one boss.
Like in mechanics, or in the boss itself is all of them.
Everything. And
Oh
the
my
boss
god.
is all of them. You want to know how much health they have?
Yes.
Depending on your difficulty, in normal mode, almost 3,000.
Normal mode.
Sorry, almost 300,000. In expert mode, they have almost 350,000. And in like the hardest difficulty, I think it's called like insane.
Yeet.
It's over 500,000. But
Those
anyways,
things.
I digress. Then we move on to a boss known as Plantera. It is literally a giant bulb that you beat up until it rips itself open and reveals itself that it's a carnivorous plant.
Okay, that just sounds cool. A lot of these things just sound cool as hell and probably didn't get much thought put into it.
Then you break your way um, into a fucking temple and fight a golem inside of it that's been protected by a bunch of lizard people.
Strange, but I vibe with it.
Don't worry, then you gotta go fight Duke Fishron, who's literally a fucking dragonfish. Sorry,
He's double lizard like?
sorry, he's a mutant shark pig dragon hybrid.
That hurt my brain, but probably less than it should have.
Then you fight the literal embodiment of light, known as the Empress of Light.
Listen, I was once a fan of My Little Pony. Once you've seen Discord, weird ass animal things don't really phase you.
You wanna know what the problem with her is, though?
Huh.
If you fought her in the day, she will insta kill you no matter what.
Oh. That's not nice.
But she drops something if you kill her during the day, which is needed for people who are summoners. They drop something called the Terra Prisma, which is a pretty good fucking. It literally just summons swords to fight with you. That's the Empress of Light, and she can be one of the hardest bosses. But then you have to fight the Lunatic Cultist. It is summoned by killing all the cultists at the dungeon entrance. You remember that dungeon that we went into after, dealing with Skeletron? Well, we're going back to it to deal with cultists.
Damn cultists.
And it's called the Lunatic Cultist. But after that, you have to go and fight these pillars. There's strange pillars that you can find around. After destroying all 4 of those, you'll get a message. And,